and welcome back to the Biotix YouTube channel, where we talk about gut health, how to heal yourself naturally, mindfulness, and so much more. So my name is Sky, and today we're going to be talking about the best and worst foods for your gut health. So when it comes to our gut microbiome, which is basically the thousands of different microbes living in our GI tract, its quality is determined by what we feed it, on top of a bunch of other lifestyle habits that impact it. However, today we are strictly going to be talking about diet. So it's important to know that every choice we make with our diet is either feeding the good gut bacteria or the harmful gut bacteria. And we all have harmful gut bacteria, but a healthy gut microbiome requires balance. So this becomes a problem when we start overfeeding this harmful bacteria and essentially starving the good gut bacteria, which can lead to many health issues that go way beyond digestion. Our gut microbiome influences our hormones, our immune system, mood, brain function, and so much more. So we want to make sure our diet is working with us and not against us. So we're going to start off with the worst foods for your gut. So number one on the list is artificial sweeteners. So these can come in the form of the little packets like the Sweet and Lows that we all know, but a lot of packaged foods and drinks actually have these artificial sweeteners in them. So these are damaging to our gut because they can actually change our good gut bacteria into harmful ones. So in a way, when we consume artificial sweeteners, we are turning our gut against itself by turning these healthy gut bacteria into pathogens, which can then attack the cells which are on our gut lining, which can lead to leaky gut. So next on the list is alcohol. So it's no surprise or brand new information that alcohol isn't the best for us. However, let's talk about how it specifically affects the gut and why it's so damaging to it. So once it enters the stomach, it can affect the stomach's acid production and affect its ability to destroy harmful bacteria, which, as you can imagine, raises this count, causing an imbalance. It can also cause inflammation, which can lead to stomach pains, bloating, and also affects the gut lining, making it harder for you to absorb nutrients, as well as allowing toxins to then enter the bloodstream, which can cause autoimmune diseases. So next on the list are fried foods. So when it comes to our macronutrients, carbs, protein, and fats take the longest to digest, and the longer that food stays in your stomach, the more you can suffer from stomach pains, bloating, constipation, and even nausea. So when we eat fried foods, we are putting a lot of pressure on our digestive system, which is why we can physically feel the discomfort that our body is going through. And just like the last two groups I mentioned, it is helping to feed and reproduce harmful bacteria that can cause an overgrowth while also killing off the good gut bacteria. So next on the list are processed foods. So an intake of ultra processed food is associated with an increased risk in inflammatory bowel disease. And this is because these foods are filled with chemicals and other additives for color, flavor, texture, and shelf life. So these processes generally increase flavor and caloric density while stripping away all the fiber, vitamins, and nutrients. Studies have also found that those who eat a highly processed diet tend to have less microbial diversity. So next on the list are sugary drinks. So on average, we should not be eating more than 6 teaspoons of sugar a day, which is equivalent to 24 grams. And as you can imagine, these sugary drinks have way more sugar than the recommended daily dose. For example, sodas can have up to 39 grams and bubble tea can have up to 54 grams of sugar. So not only are sugary drinks decreasing the amount of beneficial bacteria we have and feeding the harmful ones, it can actually cause us to crave more sugar. And as we give in and keep feeding and reproducing these harmful bacteria, they can actually send neurotransmitters to the brain that cause you to have these cravings. So it is a vicious cycle. So again, everything in moderation is fine because our bodies are pretty well equipped to take care of us. In an example where you have a balanced gut microbiome, high microbial diversity, you have a good enough range of good bacteria in the gut that can help protect you against that slice of pizza or that bubble tea. However, most people who often eat these foods aren't fully equipped to properly digest them and move on without causing any kind of damage. And this is because they don't have necessary resources to do so. They are lacking the helpful gut bacteria and could potentially be dealing with leaky gut, which again allows toxins into the bloodstream, causing inflammation, which can result in a handful of issues such as skin irritations, mood swings, weak immune system, brain fog, just to name a few. Now, moving on to the list of best foods for your gut, it's important to take this list seriously, especially if you are dealing with gut issues, as they are basically going to be your medicine into rebalancing your gut microbiome, healing the gut lining, and helping your gut work with you rather than against you. So first on the list are fiber-rich foods. So fiber is a carbohydrate that the body cannot digest, and there are two types, soluble and insoluble fibers, which both provide different health benefits to the gut. So someone lacking the necessary amount of fiber could be dealing with constipation, bloating, stomach pains, as food is basically sitting in the stomach and intestines, and fiber acts as a broom and basically cleans out our intestines and helps with bowel movement, as well as many other gut issues. So good sources of fiber include black beans, avocados, quinoa, oats, sweet potatoes, chia seeds, and green beans. So next are prebiotic-rich foods. So prebiotics are a form of fiber that basically act as food for probiotics, helping in their reproduction and growth. So without the proper amount of prebiotics in your diet, you risk starving these probiotic bacteria, allowing for more room for the harmful ones to take over. And it's important to know that all prebiotics are considered fiber, but not all fibers are considered prebiotics. So this is why they have their own group in this list. So good sources of prebiotics include onions, garlic, leeks, bananas, oats, apples, and flax seeds. So next on the list are probiotic-rich foods. So again, these are the friendly gut bacteria that our guts need to stay balanced. However, we don't produce them naturally, so we need to supplement them through our diet. And when we have the proper amount, they can actually help to destroy some of the harmful bacteria and any overgrowth we may have, as well as help to regulate the immune system, reduce inflammation, regulate hormones, and so much more. So good sources of probiotic-rich foods include kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, pickles, yogurt, miso. However, if you are dealing with an unbalanced gut, it is probably best to take them through a supplement just to ensure that you are getting the proper amount and are able to quickly rebalance your gut and heal your gut lining. So if you're looking for a new probiotic to try out, I would highly recommend our Flora, which will be linked down below. It is a high quality, multi-strain, high CFU count probiotic that will ensure you are getting your daily dose and offers a month's supply. So definitely check that out if you are looking to take a new high quality probiotic to help with healing your gut. So next on the list are anti-inflammatory rich foods. So inflammation occurs when your body releases white blood cells and other compounds to help with fighting infection. And this is beneficial when there is an infection present. However, sometimes we can trigger an inflammatory response when there is no infection present, and this process can contribute to irritable bowel syndrome, ulcerative colitis, and Crohn's disease. So helpful anti-inflammatory foods include fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, and anchovies, flax seeds, fruits such as berries or grapes, vegetables, and walnuts. And again, there's so much more that goes into healing your gut, which we talk more about on this channel and on our socials, so I'll have that link down below so you can go and follow us and learn more. However, diet is a great place to start if you are looking to heal your gut, as there is direct contact with the stomach, and depending on the foods that we opt for more often will determine the quality and effectiveness of our digestive system. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, please like this video, subscribe so you don't miss another post, comment down below anything else you would like us to talk about next, and I will see you next week in another video.